Hello, everyone. My name is Vidmantė, and thank you for joining me today in this session about data management and Python. We talk a lot about AI these days, but I've been in data for the last 5 years, and those messy CSV files, they haven't changed that much. So I think what we have to do is really to manage our data better. But what that actually means, how it looks in action, how can we touch anything in there? So I invite you to join me in this journey and to see my point of view, how I see data from my current position. Um, Before we continue, a short introduction of myself. I've I've worked for a decade in information and communication. So what I took from information science was structure, classification, and the concept of the library. So how to put things into places. Later on, my two lovely kids landed on planet Earth, and we spent some time together. And then I came back to the job market as Python engineer. So I started learning Python, and I was working on data extraction and pre-processing tasks. So I was doing that for a while, and then I started to have these second thoughts. My thoughts looked like something like that. So I was coding, and then I was thinking, do they know? Uh, do engineers know what I found out in this data set? Or another question, should we tell business about it? So I decided that I want just to ask those questions. So, and I was lucky enough, I found a job where they pay me for asking these questions. Um, So how we will go? So first, definitions. What is data governance and management, and why now? When, where to start? If you want to launch your data management initiative, so where to start? And finally, who's responsible for data? So where I'm currently working at Ignitis, an energy company, we have a setup like that. So when you need a manager, someone in your team to come and help you manage your data. So one criteria is size. The company is big. Then you have growth. When you have a lot of data assets, databases. Uh, what else? Complexity, also important. And in our case, it's also regulation. If you are in a highly regulated environment, you might need extra people to help you manage data. I call these people glue people. So that's basically what I am doing. I'm going and trying to glue everything into one big picture. Um, so is data and information management new? No, not at all. Um, Literally 20 years ago, when I was a student in communication and information faculty, they said that to me that information is an asset and that it should be managed as one. I remember back then in my 20s, it was very difficult for me to grasp the concept. How can you manage information, something what's really has no physical form? And I outlined here the history, actually. So everything started with business computing long time ago when we started collecting the data. And another benchmark is establishment of Data Management Association, which kind of formalized data management as a profession. And for those who really like to have a big picture, I recommend you to check out the DAMA, Data Management Body of Knowledge, a 600-page manual. You might find everything you need there. And about today, so today what happened is we have a lot of data, we have data lakes, and we have AI, and that brought back this old topic to new spotlight, and here we are. In the middle, we have this demo wheel called, so what this association did, they structured everything about data in those 11 areas. And they basically say, so you have to work in all of these areas. You have to have programs and projects and initiatives in all of these, and then you will have your data managed. But if you are just starting, ever do that because you will go nuts, your team go nuts, and you will be fired. Nothing will happen. So about AI, so we have to bring it in. The prognosis is, the forecast is that um, a lot of organizations will fail with AI. And one of the reasons is that they don't have the foundation. They don't have AI-ready data. What I like about AI from this perspective, that those people who have been working with information management for the last 30 years, they really can now say that, look, I told you this is important. So finally we have, have this reason. And continuing with definitions. So what data governance and data management mean? So governance, like a government, they care about the right things. So at a state level, it's education, healthcare, security, like police. And in the data context, it's like data quality, security, um, uh, metadata management, also the right things to do for data. And the management is the execution. So how we implement those things in the right way. Another definition I really found on LinkedIn, and I think really illustrates the story well, is that data governance is about preventing people from doing stupid stuff with data. And then data management would be enabling people to do smart things with data. And the living expression for me, what data management is in action, is actually like method like this. It gives us structure, it gives us visibility, it gives understanding. So Python as a language and pandas as a package already has a lot of built-in knowledge about data. So we just have to look at it maybe not from different perspective, what it actually tells us about and what this method wants us to do with data. The last slide about the context of data management. Another way to look at data management is that data, you have to have an oversight. What I see in organizations, but we don't have sometimes this umbrella. Things are happening, but no one is caring about oversight. Another area is lifecycle. We also manage data, but maybe at the data source level, then maybe at the reporting level. But if we are not managing the full chain, we're also missing out. And finally, foundations. It's how we manage risk, how we manage our inventory. The hardest question for business is when you ask, where is your data? They have no clue. And also data quality management. So where to start? Let's say you have nothing, just as you are today, and you want to say, oh, I want to do my, improve my data. So if you want to get a support from business, I think the good place to start is data quality and automation. At least I hear that these words apply both to business and for data people. So a good place to start there. So the data quality in this demo wheel is actually how it is defined. It is data that is fit for purpose. In current circumstances, we do not expect data to be perfect anymore. So we just want it to fit and to be suitable to achieve business goals. If you want to go deeper on how to set up a data quality initiative or a project, I really recommend this book. You can check it out later. So from the tooling perspective, let's say we just have Python. So what we can do, we can explore. We can build the reports on data health, and I'm sure you can build much better report than this one. You can experiment. You can clean your data using pandas. You can try PyJanitor. The question I am really interested in is why sometimes I see that people are actually skipping quite important steps in their workflows. And I think that the reasons are not really much related to capabilities or technology. I think it's the way we work. And you've been there probably, that report was needed yesterday. You've got this quick question to answer, or no one ever actually came to you and asked you or was ever interested in the work you are putting in. Sometimes we have situations where we want to work extra mile and we expand our stakeholders circle, and we want to include subject matter experts, we want to include business, so that we could write a better data quality checks. And they say they will get back, and just the time we now have to spend on the task just increases very much. The thing that is that sometimes we, data people, I'm wearing multiple hats, we're not good at estimating how much the task will take, but also business is not. So I think this can be used to our advantage. How can we use it? So for every task, if you could add on a little bit of buffer to add data quality checks, validations, and try out new things, in the period of 1 to 3 years, you would accumulate quite a knowledge how to build better data products and better pipelines. And also what I see that sometimes we're really letting too many of the bad guys at the data source level. So if there are two places where we have to be very aware of is at the data source level. If we fix problems there, so we are safe. And another gate we have to put is at our result. We have to check if the result is really what we expect. I noticed also in my career that data quality topic makes people sad. So I've came up with a solution for you. So I have in our team, I have people with PhDs and master degrees, double master degrees, and they come to work in the morning, and they expect and assume that data is good. By the end of the day, they are very sad, very sad. So we just have to flip it. So I tell you, now you come to work and you are sad from the start. Then you build up and you work. By the end of the day, you look at your data and you see not so bad. That's the solution. Another topic I want to continue on is, I cannot pronounce the second word, integration and interoperability. So it's basically how these systems are connected and how they are using the same language. It's like roads and traffic rules. So for business, we also don't use these words. For them, we just say that it's automation of data workflows if we want their support. So I find Airflow as a really powerful data operations manager. And in our team, well, I think we are half through adoption of Airflow. But in our company, I joined it last year. I was really happy to find that this orchestration tool is already adopted. So we have like a hub of knowledge to learn from in our own company. The main use cases for us is orchestration, it's scheduling jobs. Our business unit is a trading unit, so what we really need, we need to come in the morning and to find data fresh, already there, not to wait for it. And another use cases is data quality checks and alerting monitoring. And actually the speaker before me was talking about Dexter, so she just mentioned similar things, what Dexter can bring to your data stack and to the solutions. And we are moving to the final part, that is how to make data management work. So what I told you before, from my point of view, to start, we have the toolkit. And data management is not only about the toolkit. How organizations and teams works, we usually have this visualization that we have people, process, technology, and data. So teams are like four-legged stools. And then in organizations, someone is focusing on people, someone is focusing on processes, someone is focusing on technology, and someone is focusing on data. And like data management is expected to unite everything and to go across all these pillars. I think it's fundamentally wrong how we visualize teams. I think that in reality, everything is channeled through people because people can follow process or skip it. They can adapt technology, misuse technology, or use it just right. And also about data. They can be completely uninterested in the data, what it means, and have no understanding of it, or they can really be interested. So the way to go through and to have a good data management is actually to focus on people. And from my position, where I work with data and information initiatives, that is what I'm trying to do. So my team, I think, is completely capable of maintaining and building their own data pipelines, dashboards, and everything else. But what I lack in teams is these invisible information pipelines, how you exchange information, what are the channels, how it all works. And yet another level above, you have pipelines of knowledge. So how you multiply knowledge. And what we are doing currently in our department, which experienced rapid growth. So I'm trying to put people together, and we are having knowledge sharing sessions. And one of my colleagues said, Vidmantė, so do I really have to show this dashboard I built? And I said, yes, you have. And she did, and nothing bad happened. And she was smiling in the end, so I think it went well. I believe that data management is the product of the teamwork, and that's where we have to focus. So, what I learned from my journey, and what I want you to take as takeaways, that governed and managed data management won't go away in the current landscape because it is a precondition for AI. However cliche it sounds, but data is really everyone's business. And don't expect much from business side. More look at yourself of what can you bring to the table. If you're just starting, Python is a good start. Attitude comes first. Overall, when your team grows, maturity grows, you can really improve your data stack and have such platforms as Athlon, as Collibra, and some other tools. But Python is a really good start. And the final remark, I think it's very easy in the area of data to become invisible. So if you are really doing a great work, your pipelines are clean, quality checks are in place, have a record, track the record of what have you prevented, and ask for money. Don't forget. So ask yourself, are you doing smart things with data? And if you are, get rewarded. And thank you for coming today.
Thank you.